mo enso ewo simase ana afedi atwato o se Anas AREMEYAW Anas no wo se oye investigative journalist no ne dwumadi a wodi ni nyina ayetiawa se wono ankasa de ode be hye na no pipipie no emu enti ne wotu sa anamon no enti onde wo se wonyene mfantom so oye investigative journalist a waji emu mpa abasobode awo man Ghana emu nemom se beye no no ankasa na numu beye du ne koku beye du ne botom beye de enti na wo yesa esumase aniema no enso editi ankrofo ewie ye no na jase waka asem no ade ama owura kredi AGYAPONG a wan giantum se woje sampata sika 25 million Ghana cedis no enso ade amama yanko eye ahoma no son ama brako ampofo wono ene yama no bofo adane da asemasi awo court biam won kabopuni mantamu no ye agya wotum nchi ade mayen amada masote me kamajoen
menu ya meto nka mejoso
obebi sase na die nko na Justice Eric Ba atimia kenkanya wadansidi akene AGYAPONG de ba ye ne mu ani nti otimi de ansem we say e describe Anasi
menu ya mama na wase said ye na wudi kan a wo chechi mu no asem no emfiase ne 2018 asem ntuhwe efi 2018 2019 2020 2021 2022 2023 a na asema a travel akwepa 3 justices and a city on assembly so the third judge or Rebecca so no aba be Justice Eric Ba or a court of appeal judge sitting with additional responsibility as a high court judge no and day ordaining ruling we create ruling judgment ebano yet na se menua ene ebra na bo duba ko pepepe anope duba ko ne yet na se a ofia se so kenkan na temu. Yes, sorry, I tell you, Janison. Now about Uncle and a fan, Granny from 11 to 1:30, and a year assembly. Assembly anything, assembly in 2018, and now a year Honorable Kennedy, a compare co at Japan. I will know ye ascend central, Mashabi Jenny, a year interview be the interview no ye no describe it and I say, and I say within it. Anas ye kronfo Anas Emma bribe esanje bribe na Anas ase na twidie no oto e de to na we be chew no wo sika na ukotua de na we udi de film wonni sika de a ene ne atie bia no wo ye den a obeba abonte ama obi ahu wadapa na emu a ena ebra Honorable Kennedy akompre ko Japan kan say ena Anas say wagu ne hu fi enu achikura Honorable Kennedy Japan samba abonte be ka say Anas so ye bema gold scam obi a emrantie bi edi ewo mu no onfa sa gold scam no emra abonten esan se Anas akwaje nkrofo ni sikanti e na watwitwa ebidi afiri mu enu achikura no Kennedy AGYAPONG ba abonten san be ka se enya mpa e wo ne nsem na wo kana Anas onfa ne nkokọ emfa ne ho bibie ni we betimi esi esan se ne o kana eye no krepa na no na asem no ye koba adansefo ye frɛ o asem efi 2008 2018 eba besi ene 2023 no case na nkasa na efa gold scam bi ho eye Muhammad Hafizu Abdallah na Brenton Kwame Baba Tunde na ohwe kwan a eye Kennedy AGYAPONG cheche mu se omu chesika tiya na ensem ni nyina fi 2018 ebesi 2023 nem otemwafo Eric Ba kire say evidence aye de ba na nim no kire say 2018 ebra sem aye substantive case na efa gold deal no ebepie mu wo court no sika no ye cheye ma prosecutor na asem no ekura no eye Ellen C Kawaku maame no kura onya eye $5,000 e de share ni botom enu achi then time CID boss ana owo ono Anas AREMEYAW Anas tape bia ye bo court dem what they say okoma then time CID boss $75,000 enu achi o se ono Anas angasa onya $100,000 sika na ewo mu ni nyina eye Baba Tunde sika na wotua no eye $1.9 ana hu se eye sika ekwani mu pa enu no temu afo ne kire say Anas AREMEYAW Anas ohwe dwumadi a wo di say investigative journalist obeka say onye investigative journalist nemo oye investigative terrorist ni hu ohu wa mankrofo dwuma say enkrofo ewu enkrofo epra enkrofo diamia obi ahye ne ho akonfo o say o describe Anas say Anas corrupt, Anas wicked, Anas bribe giver, Anas bribe taker. O describe ne say oye extortionist, oye blackmailer, na osan evil the eka ho. Na ohwie kra no e no che say Anas AREMEYAW Anas C0URT or Ditia Kennedy AGYAPONG eka se Kennedy egu ne ho fi elintinka court kra entry sika anase court nhye Kennedy na ontry sika 25 million Ghana cedis emfama ne sempata sika no court che say insuo bi enyinam enti wabone nsem ni nyina ato egu na ohwieye e na Anas lawyers esreye ese wedie nka obi anfa ne kanko nanso Kennedy lawyers original ka che court ne say court no enye empata sika 1 million Ghana cedis emfama no otemafo Eric Banche said there be eno de ano ode ndodo enti 50,000 Ghana cedis ena wetwa ese Anas AREMEYAW Anas ontua emfa ema Kennedy akompreko Japan Kennedy ankasa ba court Kennedy ena wote court dem ho na said the judgment na ekọ na wonwenwen na wo seresere wo ho no o kire say ade no akọ na de edem aye na ni agye papa ebra ye pie no ye ne Kennedy Japan atwentwen komo o say ono say 50,000 Ghana cedis on jin fan konko ye hwe ne o kan say ne edi kan Anas mra bonte mepa obi a chew titiru eni atemu afo say o madwuma titiru eni owura kwesi nantachi no wo court ho kwesi nantachi betena mu wo court ho papa pani bi a wono so bo oni din say ye friend Abdallah ono so betena court ho say Anas design apprentice bi eba ne so no no Nyankopon ene yi ni film Kennedy che say wono o san ka ho say omampani nanado ene vice president Baumia omumra bonte mepa Ghana for titiru ene papa ya nanu ya ye pamo no edubu ahen ye pamo no efi na konya so say wono Anas abedada no amanka okwakoji sika bi ehun nsem bebre na Kennedy akompreko Japan nsem no yentie ni okan no ebi.
Is for the victims of Anas, the good people of this country that Anas has destroyed. All those people who were sacked from their jobs, the people who have died through Anas' illegal investigation should be compensated. Compensation is not enough. He has to apologize to his victims. And today, I say to Ghanaians that we have to be bold to speak the truth in this country. A criminal like Anas, who goes out there to defame people to enrich himself. It is only this country that a journalist will cover his face to go and give witness. When a whole Supreme Court judges are sitting there, and 3 young men have covered their face, testifying against their own colleague judges. One Supreme Court judge from my constituency, before he died, confided in me that his guilt, anytime he sees the judges, he asks himself, how could he have made that mistake? That 3 people covered their face and he didn't even know who was Anas, and still convicted his colleagues judges.
Engineer Osha Kennedy akompreko Japan ne ono ankasa betina court ye pon court no ena yene no edi enkomo a waka ono nso ne bo asem ache sanso ena owura kwesi nantachi nso ekasa ya mejiri se ebrepemu no ebi anopa ye mema telefon nso aka atie ne owura kwesi nantachi nso ba court a okan nani age ne nsem a okan se we kire se ne to no ena manase so ne bae Anas oyenipa bonfo
amata wansa no wakwanya ne ntia se nimanimu ye no Anas AREMEYAW Anas so e de release biaba a mopie free court ho na agya wono so circulate ye ka se ukura bi wo betimi apone ho kakra ameate na
minu amedase krata da manim tesia eye Anas AREMEYAW Anas na ohwe ne krata wo de aba bontina na posto na ye makomaku esia ena watwero ena wabo edede se wo so na ne o kan nyina ne say ene mera wo ne ho papa esan say high court judge justice Eric Ban dismiss defamation action bi a ono Anas AREMEYAW Anas ene ne Tiger IPI no file in 2018 editor Kennedy Japan what say judgment no ye kan open court into bia atv. Point number 2 near Anas kan ene say who watches the watchman na Kennedy Japan eka ho asem na onam so eka se ono anase kura agiewu wakum JB dankwa edunu ensem a ense ne mfata ni nyina ka defamation suit na ode koye no tie ne nwanwa pa se enei otemuafo ekenkan sansem ni nyina gitum se anas Kennedy egu ni hufi na emom edu baabi no ono asan bu atenchia etwa atenchia eka se ewo mu se yegu anas hufi nanso anas hufi na yegu ye no ko edu a Kennedy kan ho asem se anas kumobi no o se ye nchi anas nyina court ena se ya mpasa anas kumobi anka polisi papa kwachi anas ena ba bibim ewo court enti so obi aka se wakumobi na wunku onipa no ne ye nche wo de a esi den ena wo ka se wagu uhu efi ebio anas che se case no afa atemuafo mako miensa entem no temuafo yi a case yi won ensem kura no ono anas be ka se Kennedy Japan e prayer ma case no ekodu Justice Eric Ban ensem o se and Kennedy su ene ne ban bi a wada na di wo court dem bra nsem ne koso nyina o se ono anas lawyer for at try or possible best to say anka Kennedy cry best citing for contempt. Now so what the to her otimuafo Eric Ban say me so me dia to her what the fa her or se me dia fa her we say or se me so ma say ama case yi call na wie ye nyina ya cite Kennedy for contempt o wie kra or say wono ne walk ba ku bie me piem kwesi na ntachi die o se kwesi na ntachi na obi be kan se ma wo kwesi na ntachi wo be kan bi o se 15 years e na wo ye ban na wo say football activities kura emfa hu nkombi enti wo ye ka corrupt person wo kwesi na ntachi ba be kan bi enti kwesi na ntachi die be piem ni nyina o se wono emfa ne ho onte hwe o wie kra point 6 no o se ono Anas AREMEYAW Anas a wono ene ye CEO eda Tiger IPA no o se ne esi enen emu na be mo ene emu na be mo china corrupt mu amoje keta asehye pro ye dwiri mudie kankan o manga na mu a o se okko a weti mo so o se obeku na ne esi die o se ono Anas AREMEYAW Anas emu na be mo o wie kura na wasan ase say I am Anas Jesus Anas is watching do the right thing say no to corruption we Anas nsema wono so release ne ba abonten a just judgment ne ba abonten ono so di we aba o che say bibie ni wa ebu na bem
amamo ene atwuma ye da se papa
Accra High Court ekwasitna general jurisdiction 11 utimuafo wotune dwam Justice Eric Ba or Court of Appeal judge with additional responsibility as a High Court judge. Obekai say 2018 Eba Anas AREMEYAW Anas the Honorable Kennedy Akompreko Japan ekopiem ewo court ese wagu ne ho fi yebeka se defamation suit emu ena Kennedy Japan enso the who watches the watchman eba abonten say said the nipa agi Anas di said the obia susu sa Anas ye na dwuma korogyen toten no enye no kre esa asem no akoso wo court a efi 2018 edi ababesi 2023 ene otimuafo Eric Ban edi natemo aba na ene utie nsema otimuafo ne kan wo court dem a na echese adwuma Anas AREMEYAW Anas eye no obi beka se question mark ewo ho otimuafo ne chese Anas AREMEYAW Anas onka se oye investigative journalist nemum ube describe ne say oye investigative terrorist esan say ensam a ye de begu nanim ni nyina de fefe say Anas ewo target na o target wo na onyanya owia utu sika obepepa odin obeyi odin afim Anas wo part na kra obetwa e de afrim o describe Anas say Anas eye corrupt Anas eye wicked Anas eye bribe giver Anas eye bribe taker ohwe words sentences a odi describe Anas na otimuafo ne kire say kwadu ahoro a eye nsem ahoro a Kennedy Japan ekaye ewo ne net 2 TV ni so ebre bi atwam na Anas so wagu ne hu finti odi ne bepiem ewo court na nasem a woka nyina kire say eni eye ade a Kennedy asem okaye no engu Anas AREMEYAW Anas hu fi nemum ne etia na ete na ene ebra court edisensem we nyina ba wiye no otimuafo no esan etwa asika 50,000 Ghana cedis ese anas entua emfa ema Kennedy akompreko AGYAPONG ene Kennedy AGYAPONG ankasa bepie mu ewo court anas AREMEYAW anas wa ma nemum na lawyer for ene buy Kennedy lawyer ebepie mu na yene Kennedy AGYAPONG edi nkomo na ansa kora no ma yenkwe na yenkohwe Kennedy ba court opie omo edi na chi bae ma yenkohwe Kennedy na afi yentie nsema Kennedy kai.
Oh, hello. Boss.
Masa.
Be part of pension work. Yes, definitely. Charlie, what did they talk? Real man and
Yes, you could be.
Let's start here.
First and foremost, congratulations. Baba, welcome to
I'll say that after the court ruling, what do you make of the decision of the court?
Well, thank you for asking that question. Today, the victory is for the victims of ANAS, the people, the good people of this country that ANAS has destroyed. All those people who were sacked from their jobs, the people who have died through ANAS illegal investigation should be compensated. Compensation is not enough. He has to apologize to his victims. And today, I say to Ghanaians that we have to be bold to speak the truth in this country. A criminal like ANAS, who goes out there to defame people to enrich himself. It is only this country that a journalist will cover his face to go and give witness. When a whole Supreme Court judges are sitting there, and 3 young men have covered their face, testifying against their own colleague judges. One Supreme Court judge from my constituency, before he died, confided in me that his guilt, anytime he sees the judges, he asks himself, how could he have made that mistake? That 3 people covered their face and he didn't even know who was ANAS. And still convicted his colleagues judges. Unfortunately, he's dead. He should have seen today's judgment for him to clear his conscience. But I'm not going to talk too much. All I'll say is the victory is especially for Kwesi Nyantakyi and a gentleman here. What they have gone through, ANAS's humiliation in this country. Nobody, no citizen of this country, the 50,000, I don't need it. I give it to him. But he should live with his conscience. And with this judgment, God is also going to give his judgment.
So quickly, during the ruling of the court and the judgment of the court, it did indicate that some kind of criminality was ANAS engaged in some form of criminality.
You know,
are you going to pursue the state to pursue that case?
The guy is fortunate because I don't have time. I'm contesting as presidential candidate. As I'm here, I have to go somewhere and meet the delegates. If not, I'll have the same time from 2018 to 2023, 5 years. I will have enough time to pursue him in court again, to level against him, criminal charges against him. But it's fortunate that I don't have time. But I'll leave it to Ghanaians to know who is ANAS. I think MPP President Akufo-Addo and the Vice President should apologize to Edumbuahi for what they have done to him. Because a simple thing that ANAS put there, don't pat my back. They have disgraced Edumbuahi. And today's judgment, the president should apologize to Edumbuahi. Vice President should apologize to Edumbuahi. They cannot sacrifice innocent people like that. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Kennedy, unhunu se odi abufu pa ne kasae na baby okan se ebeye yi a omampani na nado dankwa kufu ato ene Ken ene Vice President Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia omonfa chew pa emu oden ema opani ba ko a eye boahin a nanu ya ye pamon isanse Anas oyobia onka nokre eno nso yentie nsema Kennedy kan ebi.
It is only this country that a journalist will cover his face to go and give witness when a whole Supreme Court judges are sitting there and 3 young men have covered their face testifying against their own colleague judges. One Supreme Court judge from my constituency, before he died, confided in me that his guilt, anytime he sees the judges, he asks himself, how could he have made that mistake? That 3 people covered their face and he didn't even know who was Anas. And still convicted his colleagues judges. Unfortunately, he's dead. He should have seen today's judgment for him to clear his conscience. But I'm not going to talk too much. All I'll say is the victory is especially for Nyanteji and the gentleman here. What they have gone through, Anas's humiliation in this country. Nobody, no citizen of this.
Mr. Wa, like a page, share page, neja comment. We any team for Eric Ba, Ninsem, the description kakra, what the Emma Anas. Ne aka ni nyina enje court nkomo ama bra kwampo metenase meche brani adaji na ma chirechiro mu yangasa ne aka wachiri pachoje wadwe mpoto bususu se Anas ene ne ye kafa ne ho ese ensem no oyi bi film otwetwe bi film utue sika nko ade a Anas be yi wa film senete wo hu Anas sen share the Java bottle.
The High Court judge, in fact, he's a Court of Appeal judge sitting as an additional High Court judge. He made very profound statements today. The first one he made was that Anas implicates his enemies or enemies of his friends. And in that way, he says it's unwarranted and dubious. He says that the enterprise that Anas seeks to undertake is not investigative journalism. It's rather investigative terrorism. And that he has engaged in so many criminal activities which have been exposed in this case that he himself ought to stand before court and respond to criminal charges for his activities. I think that's what he should.
All right. Boss, please. Okay. Your name, please.
My name is Dr. Judg.
What actually happened to you?
I am a businessman. I am a faithful. I run warehouses and haulage. Actually, I am the one that gave the ammunition to Kennedy to fight Anas. As a journalist and a lawyer, if you are buying land, won't you go and check and make sure the land that you are buying you have the right documents? But he came on my land with power to take away my property and possession. I have fought since 2016, and today, God has vindicated me, has shown who Anas is. The world is seeing him. There's bigger things yet to come on my case. We are supposed to have had judgment today. He dodged it, but we will still get. I won't talk about it because we are still in court. Judgment will finally come, and I'll come and face you and tell you who the guy is. He's not who we all see him to be. His modus operandi was the same. He used that thing on me. It was only God that took me out of that. He could have. I mean, escorting me with that same method.
Okay.
I went to Kokubaku to go and tell him about it. When I went there, my car was backed. The money was taken out of my car. He asked me to go to police station and report, and when I came back, it was gone. Because he said something. He chooses who he has to. When people come and pay money to him, then he will go and destroy people. How do you go around destroying people, killing people?
Okay.
How can that be? Today the court has spoken. We've seen who is now.